everybody, it's me, Janice. I pre-bought all of my meat. Meat was on sale this week, so I bought a bit of it so that I can make some freezer meals for my family. I prefer to buy a larger bulk portion of my meat and make freezer meals so that I can save myself trips back and forth to the grocery store, because I don't like going to the grocery store multiple times a week. I find that every time I go into a grocery store, I spend more than I have budgeted for. So I only like to do one stop and then come home and pre-make all of my meals so that I only have to do the dishes once, and so that I only have to do clean my kitchen once. Once everything is all done, then I only have to clean it once, and then all I have to do is take out a meal, thaw it out, and throw it in my pressure cooker. And then all that's left to me to cook, or for me to clean after the pressure cooker is finished, is the pressure cooker and the plates and the stuff that I've served my supper on. So I'm going to be making, this recipe is called Gotta Love Those Legs, and it's very easy ingredients that everybody can make. It should be all in your cupboard. But what I do is I get a bowl that's approximately this size. So that's a bowl, a medium, and then this is the Impressions bowl. So they're quite the same, and they actually fit the same purpose. So what I do is I pre-measure my chicken legs. So I have 6 legs done out in 2. So you can make 2 meals per bag. And how it works is you're going to unzip it, and you're actually going to roll the bag over, and they sit very neatly into the bag, so that when you're filling the bag, nothing spills over. So you can see they're open. I'm going to do the same one with this bag so that I can make 4 meals all in the same amount of time that it takes me to make 1. It's going to take me a little bit longer, but I would rather spend that little extra time and make 3 extra meals, because I'm going to have 1 meal tonight, and because I'm going to be making supper anyways. So I'd rather spend the extra 5 minutes and make 3 meals so that I can throw them in the freezer for a later time. So how we're going to make this meal. So I got my 4. You're going to see. First ingredient is 1/4 cup of vinegar. So I'm going to be using the Counterscape. The Counterscape has easy access. They just close and lock, and you just press the button and they open. Okay, and they have a very easy pour spout. So you just pre-measure your 1/4 cup. Two tablespoons of brown sugar. I have brought my 2 different kinds of brown sugar. So I use put my brown sugar in the One Touch canister. I like the One Touch canister because it has a little lip, okay, that you can open, so you're not constantly trying to find the edge. But it also has this clear window, so you can tell that I need brown sugar. So my brown sugar line is here, and they sit on my counter. So in my canisters, I have oats and brown sugar for my breakfast, and then I have coffee and sugar for the morning, so that I know where everything is. I can turn my coffee pot on and turn my hot water on to have that. So I use my One Touch canister, and when you close it, you just press down on it, but then you can just peel it up from the top, okay? And they keep things fresh. So it is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I have a scoop in it, so it's kind of hard to find it sometimes. Take my scoop out. Right down to the bottom. Okay, so brown sugar, but I also keep my brown sugar in larger quantities in my modular mate. So brown sugar, beef bouillon, so you can take 1, sorry, I was corrected, bouillon. So you can just use your packages, and you just put the powder right in, just one packet. And I love freezer meals because I put a label on them, and I say what the item is that we're cooking. So gotta love legs. And then on the label itself, it tells you how to cook it. So put thaw and put in a pressure cooker for 20 minutes. Serve with, and you can put, this recipe says, serve with a delicious rice pilaf and some baked asparagus. Okay, so it's kind of foolproof, especially if you're going to be at work and somebody else is making supper before you get home. You can always pull out the freezer meal bag, or they can pull it out, and it tells them right on it how to cook it, what you're going to cook it in, and what you're going to cook with it. Okay, you can even get even more creative and put in how to cook that rice or where the items are if you're that organized. I'm not. I have one freezer that has just freezer meals, and then on the other side, it's all my frozen vegetables. So it's kind of an easier way to know what you're making for supper. Okay, so the bouillon, we have onion flakes. So I bought a lot of onion flakes because it called for a lot in the recipe. But I keep them in the modular mate. They do keep fresh, even in a bigger container. But when you're using your modular mates, I see a lot of this that I don't want to even do it because it's going to hurt. Okay, so you just peel up one, and then you peel back like that. The actual way to peel off your modular mates is you push one tab up, and then the other tab, and then you take it off. It's easier that way, and it's easier on your Tupperware, and you're not going to have them broken. So we are going to use 3 tablespoons of onion flakes. Okay, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Again, I purchased a lot of ingredients. I did a spice party, so I purchased a lot of bulk ingredients. This is just the end of the bulk ingredients. So onion powder, 1 teaspoon. And you can also use your labels. So these are freezer labels from Tupperware, but you can make your own labels, or Top of the Line sells them individually as well. And then black pepper. Okay, and that is 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So you're going to put 1 in each bag, and once you're all done, I have a lot more meals to make, but this is specifically one of them. So this only took approximately 10 minutes. Approximately 5 to 10 minutes. If I wasn't talking, it would have been shorter. But I did want to teach you guys how I make my freezer meals, because I would prefer to spend my time only doing one thing once, instead of having to redo it over and over and over again every single day. Because what ends up happening to me, because I know I have all of these very healthy meals in my kitchen, but I don't want to take the time to actually make them. So if I know that these meals are already pre-made in my freezer, it actually, if I timed myself, it would probably take me, sorry, this is probably distracting. It would probably take me more time to decide that I didn't have enough time to make supper, to get my coat on, get the car warmed up because it's like -40 out there, get the car warmed up, get all the way up to McDonald's, order my meals for 4, wait in line, and come back. Because this meal, once it's thawed out, it's only going to take 18 to 20 minutes in the pressure cooker. So in 18 to 20 minutes, once I put it in the microwave, it's completely ready to serve. Is it going to take me less time than 18 to 20 minutes to get all my stuff situated, get through the McDonald's drive-thru, and get home? It all depends on the proximity to McDonald's it is. But I would prefer, even if it was shorter to McDonald's, I would rather take the extra 5 minutes and have a healthy meal that I only paid $4 to make than spending $40 at McDonald's in the same amount of time, and I know that the meal's not healthy that I'm serving my children. So there you have it. I have 4 meals ready to go and throw in the freezer. One of these is going to be my supper tonight, so I will take pictures and I'll post it and I'll show you how well it turned out. Okay? So all you're going to do is close up your bags, mix all your ingredients, lie it flat in your freezer, and you're good to go. Okay, and don't forget to make your labels. In this book specifically it actually gives you ideas to put on your labels, which is great too. Okay, so that's it from now. You'll see me in a few more minutes and I'll be making another recipe with chicken pieces. So I hope this recipe helps you save time and money in your kitchen.